Good day, y'all. Got a new deck. Yeah. So we got two healing decks now, two information decks. Okay, y'all. I'm here today talking about happiness hating. Yeah. The happiness hater in me is going to be the title to this video. Mm, 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 mm. The first step of healing, yeah, is looking inside of yourself and saying to myself, well, what can I do to be a better person? Well, you can honestly admit to yourself that you got a little bit of happiness hanging inside there still. So if you can be blessed enough to weigh yourself, you can say, "Oh boy, there's a bit of happiness hanging inside of me," you know. But if you think about it, like start to understand. So, like when you say to yourself happiness, you might feel like a pain inside of your body. So you say, "Where is that pain located?" We'll go into that as we go into the healing, but this is what we're doing today. 7 card draw. Right, so this is the healing decks, yeah. Okay, spin. This is the healing decks that we use. We use these for the healings. And we use these two, like the information, further clarification, and them type of things there. So we've got the angels, we've got the sacred forest, sealing up. All right, 7 card reading. Depends on what you do it, how you do it. Number one is here. So this is survival. This is what I'm doing today. But you know we have to keep it inside of the 4 corners, isn't it? So what did you say the 4 corners was? Come on, you know the ganja brain, innit? We can't be doing all of that. So we got east. So the outside, inside here is the energy, outside here, like this color here, is like the universe. So we've got the prayer is in the east, we got comfort in the south, we got dreams in the west, and we got intuition in the north. So you know how it goes: spring, summer, autumn, winter, earth, fire, water, air, body, spirit, soul, mind, physical life, intuition, sensitivity, and intellectual power. Intellectual power is winter time as we pass through autumn, which is the soul time. So we're right now, we're in the west, and we're in our soul and our sensitivity. So realistically, what it is there now is that is we're looking into ourselves. We're looking into ourselves and trying to transcend. Really, that's what the ultimate goal is. We're trying to move forward, and we're looking into ourselves in more depth, saying to ourselves, "Okay, so there must be a happiness hater inside of me." Like, I was sitting to myself here laughing for like a good half an hour, saying to myself, "No, I love it. I love it when people mess with me," and it made me it made me smile because I thought, yeah, it actually does give me joy. So you have to stay true to your soul and have to you see it and know your worth. You get it? What actually gives you joy? You see me though, like as I said, it doesn't matter if hurting people actually gives you joy, then that's what gives you joy, isn't it? Stay true to your soul. But as I said, there's consequences and repercussions to your action. You see it? There's always a higher something watching and seeing what you do. And if that higher something particularly takes a personal shining to the person or thing that you're doing it to, because you could hurt animals, machinery. If you're just a general shitty person and you don't treat things well, then there's always going to be an overseer. There's always going to be repercussions. So if you want to be an idiot and handle electronics with wet hands, you'll get shocked, innit? You get me? Stay true to your soul and know your worth. So this is what survival we're on now. This is survival number one. So for us to survive in our reality and real truth, you have to stay true to yourself. You have to have integrity. You have to know your worth. This is survival here, you know. All right, so let's move on to number 2. Intimate relationships. That's not in reverse. Intimate relationships, awareness, seek answers within yourself, co-create with spirit. Have the power to really look inside yourself and be like, right, boy, I got a little happiness hater inside of me. So I weighed myself and realized that I got like 10% happiness hater in me, yeah. And I had 95% gratitude because yeah, I'm grateful for that in it. But I got 100% happiness in it because I realized I got happiness hater inside of me, and that's a bit mad, isn't it? That's what I was doing for like 45 minutes yesterday. I'm not lying. I just like, wow, holy moly. I got a bit, I can't breathe. Yeah, yeah, and I could go on for ages. But moving forward, you get me? Now I could go on for time. It's horrible. Like, it's not nice to look inside yourself and be like, "Ah." But that's the power that you yield, isn't it? That's the power that we all yield, isn't it? To have awareness and seek answers within ourselves, isn't it? Because we're going to go co-create with spirit. What we're co-creating with spirit, yeah, is transcendence. What we're co-creating with spirit is our depth. So, okay, sometimes you say to the Most High, oh, Most High, rare, rare, rare. Yeah. But realistically, you're sending out a prayer. When you're talking to the Most High, you're talking to the something outside of yourself. You're asking for comfort in it. That you can get to a point where, okay, dreams, in it. So if you're having a dream and it's dreaming that you're dreaming, yeah. So dreams can be premonitions, but realistically, it's this. Let's say two or three kinds of dreams in it. Warning dreams, dreams of comfort, and dreams that your conscience is bothering you because you did something. Yeah, so that's what the universe is. They say follow your intuition, follow your power in it, because survival and for joy, you need to have integrity in order for you to be able to have intimate relationships and have personal power to co-create with spirit in awareness. Because some people do this stuff and you don't really know how you're doing it. But if you would want to really look into yourself, you have to really shame yourself and embarrass yourself. Yeah. Yeah, you do. I can't find my line. Yeah, you have to, because if you don't, you're just lying to yourself, innit? So about number 3, self-worth. Communication, truth, time for beginner mind and change. Mm. 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 You see it though. You see it though. Well, how am I put this lighter though, Spirit? Mm. No word of a lie, yeah. It said in your crutches, yeah. It said in your crutches. Spirit said in your crutches. I can find it. Innit? That's good communication with spirit, isn't it? Speak your truth. Why are you not seeing me searching, isn't it? Fool. Time for a beginner mind, isn't it? Now look, I'm a beginner to this card thing, yeah. But what I'm saying to people is you have to begin somewhere, even if you have to learn on the job. Sometimes you have to just learn on the job, isn't it? Sometimes, like, look, Danny, I'm asking spirit, where's the light? I say, oh, it's in your crutches. And I did find the light, isn't it? If I did not use my intuition, yeah, and then see the communication card, I'm like, yeah, let me communicate with spirit, innit? Seeing as how you're all here, not to try my light on. And it gives me comfort because I did pray for my life. I want to smoke my ganja. But it's just that little simple, it's simple things like that. It's not nothing grandiose, to get me. It doesn't have to be bigger than that. You're running late, innit? So you send that little prayer, like, oh, where's my keys, Most High? You didn't get a little voice in it. And that's your intuition. That's the most high. That's all of the angels. That's for your own self-worth. Yeah, you have to change it. Connection. All right. Change that. For your own self-worth, yeah, you have to change it. Connection. All right. For your own self-worth, change it in it. You have to change that mentality, like to say, oh, let me connect with myself. Let me connect with spirit. Let me have more better communication with myself so I can hear. You get me? Hear the information that yourself is telling yourself. That's number 3, self-worth. Number 4 now, healing. Oh, you're grateful. Thank you. I'm grateful too. Trust yourself. Your time will come, in it. Trust yourself. Your time will come. You're building a page. You ain't got that much views. Rare, rare, rare. You click on this. You start watching me. Like, yeah, I got a little happiness hating inside of me. Boom. That's your first. That's your first step in it. Some of us will click on them. Like, I ain't got happiness hater. Oh, what is she talking about? She's hating us. Or they will listen to it to this point and they'll be like, oh, and I'll be like, yeah, because we all got a little happiness hater. The thing is, you need to locate it. I think of mine as an implant. So then you gotta override the implant, innit? You gotta override that file. Yeah, because you gotta trust that you will get happiness. You have to trust that. Trust. Don't believe the outside hype in it. Don't believe EastEnders. Don't believe Coronation Street and them things there. Them things never end, you know. You've got no happiness inside it. You don't find no comfort in there. Nothing. Trust that. You get me? Believe that, bro. So that's number healing past patterns. You see it? Trust in yourself that you can heal past patterns. Trust in yourself. You get me? Be here for yourself now. You see that the hummingbird's pretty looking for the nectar. Be there for yourself. You see the hummingbird, yeah? And birds of these species and insects of these species. They spend their day looking for nectar, you know. I've been spending my last couple of days looking for the nectar inside of myself. And that nectar is, oh, is there a happiness hater inside there? Okay, cool. Let's override that fire, wouldn't it? Because I don't need that one, innit? Let's kill that brain cells. I got ganjed up there. Yay! I got ganjed up and located that happiness hater and said, nah, let's suck the nectar out of that. You see it? Let's take it and use it, transmute it and use it to do better things, like help other people locate their happiness hater and shut it down, bro. Shut it down. Shut it down. Sorry, guys, but yeah, have patience with yourself because at the end of the day, you're the one that's speaking your truth. You're speaking your truth to yourselves. You get me? You're the one that's seeking answers within yourself. So that means you're healing, bro. Man, lady, it no matter who you is, you know, because I say even the jinns love to comment at the word of the Quran. Yeah, even the jinns like the sound when the azan's called. Yeah, that's called to prayer. And it sounds nice when certain people do it, you know. Be there for yourself, gang gang. Be there for yourself. The time is now. And if you're watching this and you've watched it this far, you know what time it is, man. Thank you. Yes, man, thank you. Trust in yourself, man. Trust in yourself. You're like, yeah, this shit works. I'm like, bro, look like it, you know, because that's what I do with every dance. Every dance. How you say who you are to others. Boom. Let's turn these cards and see. Let's turn these cards and see. Could you see how she's smiling? She's got something to say. She heard it. Bombo clot. Okay. Everybody said, oh, shit. And she's talking about happiness, you know. Fuck it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know my accent in it. It's English. I'm sorry. I like you lot's accent in America. It's nice. See, this bitch had something to say from her chest, Red Dog, man. Said it from her chest. She said, hey, y'all. I got something to say to all of these happiness haters. And the happiness file buried deep inside your heart. Mm. Some people like me feel it running around their blood, but it's mad. It's mad, brother. It's mad. But what? I knew happiness was going to come out. I knew it. Why? Because happiness, come on. Smida, what does it say? Bliss is your natural state. Ask the angel of happiness to remind you that bliss can be your natural state. If you define yourself by material success, to smile. Allow the angel of happiness to lighten your load and help you see delight first in yourself and then in everyone and everything around you. Now, for me, I saw the beauty and happiness and joyfulness and colorfulness in everything around me. So when I went out for the first time in like 2 weeks the other day, I noticed the purple in the trees and the pink in the leaves. Yeah. When I passed the allotments, I noticed the smell of the onions, confirmation, I suppose. But then I saw the actual beauty inside of me. Do you get it? And it made me happy, caused me happiness. Yeah, don't matter where I go, where that happiness is just there. That's why I'm had to locate this happiness hater, man. It's causing me pain enough. You know when it causes you pain enough? What's that pain there? All I'm trying to do is be happy. Oh my God. Very busy looking outside of myself, casting down people. I had to look beyond the material. I had to look beyond the surface of things. And that's what it said. And this is what I had to do. So let me continue to read the card. Look beyond the material, the surface of things, and connect to what is angelic. So normally, people don't really people you walk past trees and plants and that, like you don't really see the color in it, bro. The vibrance of these colors, man, still is beautiful anyway. The potential of delight is always there within you. And the more you connect with it, the more you become a magnet for joy in the world. Choose to do what makes your heart sing. And I don't mean that be evil to people. You don't need to fix up. Choose to do what makes your heart sing. That means don't cause harm or loss to others, but you can push things in your back. You do whatever you want to do in it, as long as you're not causing harm or loss to others. So choose to do what makes your heart sing. Take as much cocaine as you want. Smoke all the crack. Drink what do what the fuck you want to do, right? Choose to do what makes your heart sing, as long as you're not causing harm or loss to anybody else. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to do all of that and don't cause harm or loss. But try it. So if that's what you want to do it, bro. Remember consequences and repercussions. Right, cool. And know that you truly deserve happiness. So in reality, you don't need to do all of them things here because you truly deserve happiness. And the only reason why we choose to smoke, drink, do what any of these things here is because we're truly, really trying to be happy. Because obviously the drugs set off that part of your brain that makes you happy, and you don't know. But in reality, it hurts and it causes you pain and you don't know why. And then you just sink deeper and deeper into drugs and depression in it. But in reality, if you just locate that file, yeah, the happiness hater file inside yourself and diminish that, you'll be able to have happiness in it. And it caused me great happiness. I was smiling for ages. Oh, you lot don't know. I was bending up for time, bruh. For ages, trusting the magic in it. Now, for time, I was like, I've got a happiness hater inside of me. Yes, and that's what causes the uncertainty there. You see, every time I've been doing this, you know that I've been driving this car, and it's been baffling me. I had to go inside myself and be like, ooh, 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 in it. Because then I told you I got ganjed up in it. The uncertainty is the happiness hater. See, I can feel it now when I'm talking to you. He's like, don't chat about me. I'm like, show ass up, bitch. You're causing uncertainty in my life and I don't like it. It causes a feeling and you're like, I don't like that feeling. Every time you get happy, it's like, oh, you're going to lose something. That's the only way to explain it, innit? And you don't know that feeling that, oh, I don't want to love this person too much because they're going dead. That's television, bro. That's what television does to the imagination. It dims it, it dulls it, it puts foolishness into your mind, and then that's all you can think of. And then that little happiness hater grows, and it starts off as uncertainty. "Oh, I don't know if I should do this. I don't know if I should do that." Yeah. And it stops your happiness. It does. It stops it. It really does stop your happiness. Imagination. Where? It stops your magic from flowing. It stops you, innit? Trust the great mystery. Love. Yeah. That uncertainty. Always got to do with love. Always got to do with magic. Because you're always wondering, you're putting your actual self out there. You get it? I need to go to the toilet, to be fair. You're putting yourself out there, innit? So like when you like some people say, oh, they pray in it and their prayers always come through. That's like magic, innit, to others. It's like, oh wow. And then other people see it in it because that person is full of happiness. They're full of joy. Like they're just full and they trust. They trust in their power. Yeah. And they use their prayer to manifest what they want. Mm. And they don't have uncertainty. They trust the great mystery of things, isn't it? They don't know how it happens. All right, done. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Yeah, thank you. Sounding like a whole old man on camera. But yeah, you gotta get it out, bro. You gotta get it out. Explain to them. Oh, you was reminding me the mucus inside of your body, innit? So you got crack me. It's like a chip, yeah, the implant, yeah. All right, cool. The magic of life, the magic of skin, yeah. The skin surrounds your whole body, okay? Yeah. So every time you hurt yourself, it's like your body becomes less trusting of your environment and you become more uncertain as to what's gonna hurt you and what's not gonna hurt you. This creates air inside of your body. So every time you get slapped by your mom, every time you fall off your bike, anytime you even your aunties or your grandma hits you, all of these things, it doesn't just cause trauma psychologically, like an imprint, like a stamp. It also causes wind inside the body, gas, and then gas forms, and then pus forms around the gas, trying to protect your body from the gas in it, which is just all trauma. So that's why you bring up. Some people choke on their own fluids inside their own body. It's weird. Positive thoughts activate the chip. So the chip can lay dormant, but the minute you have that positive thought, you get like a wave through your body of sadness. Yeah. That is the chip, that's the implant. So you have to locate it and then you have to say the words over and over again, like joy, love, love, happiness, happiness. And then it grows. So it's more able for you to locate. It's like magic here. It's just healing yourself, isn't it? It's listening to your body, it's communicating with yourself, it's having patience and awareness with your inner actual self, like your muscles, your veins, your skeleton. It's a magic that people go to college to learn, and you can learn it at home if you're interested in your actual self, your actual body, and transcending. Yeah. And it's not like going somewhere or doing something, it's just loving yourself more, listening to yourself more, and saying to yourself, I'm in pain and I don't want this pain. I don't like this pain. Where is this pain coming from? And then, as if by magic, when you trust in the great mystery of asking yourself questions, just communicate with yourself with love, say wagwan for you. Self says woo woo woo, and then you're like, oh, for real. And self is like, yeah, 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 that's what's going on out here. And you're like, oh, so I shouldn't eat that. Like self is like, no, I don't eat that. That's not good for us, innit? Some foods enhance thoughts and the negative feelings. Yeah. So 7 here is intuition. See? Letting go and moving forward. This is what the earth is saying to us. This is what we're up into now, letting go and moving forward. Just releasing old patterns, having the courage to be unstoppable, having the courage to say to yourself, wow, wow, like, yeah, I've got a little happiness hating inside of me still. I don't know where it came from. Normally comes from a lack. It normally comes from not having. Yeah. And sometimes it can come from having too much. So a person can have too much material things and see a loving family and be like, oh, this loving family don't even got nothing, but they've got something that I've never had in it. So their happiness hater might get activated into destroying the whole family, doing all types of doing all types of magic just to bring this whole family down because this family has love instead of material things. Yeah, they have a pure love. Yeah. And sometimes people take the lead in destroying people's happiness. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes you have a happiness hater inside of yourself, destroying your own happiness, and you do not even realize it. I'm going to go to the toilet. So you got just sit there and think about that for a moment. Do you have a happiness hater inside of you? Think about it, darling. You know, everyone needs to go to the toilet. Think about it, guys. Are you thinking? Very thinking. Trying to listen. Are you thinking about it? Well, most of us are high anyway. We need to have to think about stuff sometimes. Like, wow, that's deep, you know. It is deep. And then when you're drawing the cards, you're like, yeah, that's just like imagination overload. I'm like, imagine I'm sitting here and I'm having to do it. You lot don't even know what time it is. Let me tell you the time. So for me, it's 9:05. Like it's 9:05 on a Monday morning, you know. Yeah, you gotta get up and do it. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, and we've been here for half an hour already. No, this is not the end. Just getting started, Dada. Take the lead. Be unstoppable. Courage. That's your intuition, you know. Your intuition is telling you, look, and even the universe is telling you from over there. I don't think you can see it. You need to come over here. Intuition. That's what the universe is saying. Follow your dreams, bro. Follow your dreams, bro. Look, you're sad because you're not following your dreams, bro. Follow your dreams, bro. Follow your dreams to your happiness. That uncertainty is a chip, it's a device. But just think of it like that. I swear down, it's gonna help you. This is a chip, it's a device in your mind. Like trust in the magic. You get me? Trust in the magic. Trust in the magic of healing. Trust in the magic of knowing that, okay, part of healing is knowing, isn't it? If you don't know what you're healing, then how are you going to heal yourself? It doesn't make sense, does it? No, no, it really doesn't. You got to know what you're healing, isn't it? So that if you got a broken leg, you can't be going to the doctors and like talking about your head hurts, isn't it? You get it? Not like me, like obviously. Like, obviously, I did mash down my finger, yeah. Like, I dislocated my finger. My finger was totally discombobulated. I splinted my finger with two pencils, okay. So I've gone to the hospital but I had a panic attack. That was my original reason for being there. So they was like, why have you got that on your finger? And I was like, Ruru, I dislocated my finger in it and I didn't want to come hospital. They was like, so you dislocated your finger when? I was like 2 days ago. And I was like, okay. And you splinted it up? I said, yeah. They asked me why I didn't want to come to the hospital. I was like, because of my panic attacks in it. I don't really like it much. Like, cut a long story short, they x-rayed my finger in it and like bandaged it up. So originally I went there for my panic attacks and they was like, no, but your finger's mashed down and we need to fix your finger. And I was like, don't worry about my finger. I'll just go. I was like, no, we actually can't let you leave the hospital with 2 pencils. Yeah, so you get me? It's like going to the doctors to fix something else when something else is more important, isn't it? Mm. It's like coming to the doctor, me, yeah, because I've made a rule, yeah, I don't want no more patients in my yard. I don't want to make myself more accessible. I won't have to deal with spiritual vampires coming to bother me. That I can send them to my pages and then they can just see what they're getting themselves into, and I won't have to be on no vanquishing or purifying demons. They can go and purify themselves in the comfort of their own home and drink their dragon star and that if that's what they want to do. So okay, simmer down. We've got to watch your words. Okay. You have watch your words. Watch your words, Dan. Survival mode. Simmer down. Survival. You see the parrot, because the parrot loves chat business, That's me, little parrot. Yeah. Watch your words. Okay. Watch your words. So what does that mean? Watch what you say to yourself. Watch what you say to others. But mostly, because we're talking about the happiness hater inside of ourselves, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about watching what we say to ourselves, innit? Because ideally, we want to let ourselves shine. I'm not talking about ego. I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm talking about just letting oneself shine and saying to oneself, look, okay, I might be a bit of a dickhead, yeah, but I'm sure that there's a way that I can change it. If you don't want to change it, locate other dickheads or please go and be with them now and leave the other people that just want to live their life. Oh no, it's that simple. Like realistically, that's how simple it is. If you know that you're a dickhead, yeah, and you can see clearly that you are a dickhead, yeah, just let people be, man. I can't even lie to you. It says time to collaborate with your own. Yeah, yeah. We can see you clearly now. So guess what? It's time for us to collaborate with our own too now. So we're here dealing with the healing. You see it. Heal inside of yourself. Why do I keep attracting these dickheads? You've clicked on this video and you're like, what's this got to do with drawing near to all of these waste people? You have to go into depth and look at yourself, innit? You've come here because you want to move forward. Yeah, cool. Yeah, but you keep there's the persistence of attracting these types of people, innit? So you say to yourself, no, 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 no. I wanna transcend. I wanna rise above. Yeah, so let's break down the word transcend, innit? I wanna rise above the fuck shit, bro. I feel some of this fuck shit is like trying to rub off on me, innit? I don't really want to do none of this shit. I can see myself clearly now. I can actually see myself clearly now. So for me now, it's time for me to collaborate in it. Like finds like in it. Birds of a feather flock together, and that's true, right? Because I've been watching these birds and I've never seen a raven fuck a pigeon, bro. Never, never. I even seen them trying to jump them bastards still. Mm, mm. Because remember, it's time to let it shine. It's time to let it shine, brother. So, for number one, we got survival. Watch what you say. Watch your words, Dan. There's always someone listening ready to carry your business. Remember, wolves have ears, brother. This is wartime. You get me? Because if you don't, they'll suck out your joy. and leave you to yourself to suck out your own joy. You need to purify that with your intuition. Yeah, my intuition locate with your intuition. My intuition located that happiness hater, and I took the lead. Told you the oracle only speaks when the oracle has something to say. I took the lead. I took the lead and said, no, 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 no. I'm gonna buck that down. You see the antlers there. You see the antlers. I swear it's got two feathers. Two feathers. Mm. I took the lead and said, no, 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 no. I have to, in myself, have the courage to get me put on my back and leave. I have to have that courage. For if we're all on one thread and we're all on one timeline, if it takes for me to heal myself so that others can heal, then yeah, go for it, bro. Go for it. Get me? Because at the end of the day, the universe is answering our prayers. The universe is answering our questions, isn't it? What do we have to do to make ourselves better? How can we rise above the actual situations that's going on? You have to have courage. The intuition is telling you have to have courage. Take the lead and look inside of yourself. Purify your own self. Tell that happiness hater to shut its ass up. You've been growing with women that are saying, oh, look at her. Look at what she's wearing. Girl, my grandma, my mom, my aunties, they was the worst for that shit. And I was there. I was encouraged to do things like this. Godmothers, I was encouraged. Encouraged. You see the word courage? I was encouraged to follow along in their footsteps. But the more I looked at people, the more I realized I actually like looking at. This is why I have paintings like that are in frames, because I like looking at beautiful things. I ended up seeing the beauty. I ended up looking at these misshapen bodies and these, however they, I looked at them in their purest form, and I was thinking, yeah, but I don't want to be dissing people. Look at that. I can't even replay the words because it's just distressful to my, it's distressful to my whole being. Yeah, it really is. I don't like it. No, because the universe will provide an abundance. So if you're going to have abundance in hating people, you're going to have an abundance in people hating you. If you're going to have abundance in you looking at people and you looking down on people, you're going to have an abundance of people looking down on you. What goes around comes around. What goes up must come down. Yeah. Sometimes you have to do your research. Sometimes you have to do your paperwork. Sometimes you just have to make sure that you're on point, on board, on job. So when shit hits your fan, yeah, you've got the bleach and the domestos. Yeah, you even got the paint and the wallpaper to rebuild that bumper clock. No one can't come and step on your things and bracket because it was built good, built with solid foundations. Back in the day, we could lick out people's head back with Lord, that to stop making things like that. Yeah, yeah. How much people get murdered with candlestick? How much people get murdered with ashtray? How much people get stabbed with envelope opener? You don't know. You think I just watch Jessica Fletcher, I like watching her. How much people get poisoned and that and the blood clot come with it because people they be watching Jessica Fletcher and Columbo and them things there. And these people don't train for them type of sitting there. And all when them do, they don't business. Let's write down whatever. They see what you did. Yeah. They see what you did and then what come into it now. Blackmail. Happiness haters, bro. Because not even a person can see you do a something and can't let you just get away with it. Happiness hater, and now you're just at the mercy of other people. Now you're at the mercy and at the liberty of other people, but because people, and as I said, as the universe said, the abundant universe will provide you. Anything you dish out into the universe, it's going to provide you back with it. And your intuition knows it. Even at the time you didn't know it. But you're a happiness hater. You wanted everything right now. But you need to understand, everybody has that inside of them. You're not the only one. You're not special. But you know what? Some people learn to control it. Other people don't know that it's there. This is a video for you to understand that. Listen, it doesn't matter what type of condition you come here in. We're going to leave with something inside of your head back. You're going to read with something inside of yourself to say, yeah, I can actually change. I can be a better person. I didn't know that there was a little happiness hating inside of me. I'm telling you, just say the word happiness to yourself and see how your body reacts to it. And keep saying it until you desensitize yourself. They desensitize you to violence, they desensitize you to sex and having loving, magical relationships where you just feel like you're floating on air. People don't even feel them type of feelings again. Right, happiness haters. They don't believe in the magic. They don't trust in it. They don't trust in it. Look, they don't trust in it. No one ain't trusting in it. What's that number 5? How you say what you are to the world? We are natural happiness. This is what we are to the world. This is how the world is seeing us. This is how the natural nature environment sees us. Animals want to just come up to us, but it's us that are cunts, chasing them away now, being all weird and shit to these animals and that. You got an animal tied up there. I swear to God, the animal's mad, brother. It's just uncertainty for him. I'm sure if somebody showed that the dog there could certainty, he wouldn't just bark all the time. But trust in the magic, because now I say to myself, well, that the dog there in Islam, when the dog start barking, you know, you have to start look around and see what is going on in your heart. So you have to trust in the magic. And it's not no coincidence that happiness has come out with uncertainty, because that's where the happiness hater lies. It lies deep down inside there with the happiness, and the moment you feel any type of joy, yeah, the moment you feel any type of joy, you know, here it come now, here it come. You're worthless. You're worthless. What the fuck you have being happy for? If it's gonna happen. So there's not even no point in being happy. Let's be miserable, man. Let's be miserable and just wait for the thing to happen. So when it happens, you can say, yeah, happiness ain't hard. Tell him go suck your blood clots and find galang. Even if something's gonna happen, I know my worth. I know I deserve to be happy. I know I know. I know I deserve to be happy. You get me? I deserve a happiness. I deserve a little joy. You get it? I deserve a little joy. And until that such a time as such a thing happens, then come tell me so I can't be happy again for a little while. I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna use my power. I'm gonna use my power. I'm gonna use my power to change it. Why not use your power to change it? Why not? You got some powerful numbers out here 9, 3, 11. Look, even 11's number, power number. 11, it's a power number. Master numbers from 11 all the way up to 99. Then they go on to the triples, you see it? Slowly but surely, you're going to get there. So joy is 4, 22. You put it together, it's 4. So now, if you've been on your little path and you've been taking your little notes, and now you just want to get into the team, you say, okay, yeah, we get into a little numerology here, a little angel numbers, because so life go. No, you don't shut your ass up. This is why people feel lack of information. So you're going to go to number 2. You can say, okay, balance, harmonic imbalance, cooperation, love, receptivity. So enjoy. This is what we're lacking, because that's where the happiness lies, isn't it? In your receptivity to happiness. As soon as you start getting happy or feel a little bit of love, here comes trust. Don't trust it. Don't trust it. Don't trust it. And you're like, no, 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 no. You got to be in the here and now. Your patience is like your time has come. Like the patience is not there no more, because the time has come for you to have happiness. But here it comes. No, 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 no. Don't trust it. Don't trust it. Don't trust it. Don't trust it. You got 2 of the same bird, you know. One's 34, which is 7. One's 22, which is 4. You got 2, 2. So that's love, love, bruv. That's where we're going to read it at. You put down your keywords, you write them down, they're like, cool, cool. Alpha and Omega, 4. 4. So that double 2 is 4 now, you see it? Metal. Liveliness of on from the character play. See me though? That's what it is. Dimming the liveliness, dimming the joy. Well, we're gonna cleanse that and purify that and send that with love and happiness and with courage because we found it, we've located it inside of ourselves. We don't have to cuss down people, we don't have to return to sender on this one, which is really nice. It is really nice because at first you look outside of yourself, you do. And now we have our spiritual protection, we have all of our things all in check. So now what do? We look inside of ourselves. New beginnings. Survival mode. So, number 1, survival mode. New beginnings for our survival. Number 2, we're grateful, isn't it? We're grateful because we're going to have some new, decent, intimate relationships. We're grateful because you have the power to do so. Change. We've already ended on change here. Change. Self-worth. Change. That's what we're changing. We're changing into what we're who we are. And we're being able to communicate our truth. Because when it comes to number 5, we need to be able to say who we are and how we are to others. Changing. Yeah, grateful for that. Okay, so what have we got now? Prosperity. Healing past patterns, and passions. Free. Some people are passionate about doing them, with them really and them private parts, them healing past passions. You know why I got no problems with gays? Because there's antibiotics. Yeah. I got problems with people that do nasty stuff and don't want to tell people pass around germs and disease. Yeah. I want to spoil other people's purity. That's what I've got a problem with. But other than that, go do what you like, yeah? Enjoy it. Whatever makes your heart sing, enjoy it. When you get tied up, beat down, or a grave on your face, I don't mind. Why? Why? Bet you that person's prosperous. Bet you got enough to pay whoever he wants. I'm telling you, because they got joy. They find joy in doing what they're doing. Anytime you anytime you see joy, you see prosperity. Yeah. Doesn't matter because people enjoy doing what they do. And that's where prosperity lies. And this is where people like me didn't understand that. Yeah. So now I'm here to help you understand it too. You're going to be prosperous in healing your old past patterns. Yeah. If you've got so far, if you've got this far, yeah. You're one of the lucky ones, yeah. And you can tell others about it. You're going to be prosperous in your healing, yeah. Definitely do, because that's how we work out of various lifetimes. Healing all of the lifetimes, brother, every lifetime. Because what? You ain't got time to be coming back here and pop down. Ah, because think about it, yeah. If you have to come back to this, you better start laying the foundations now. So when you do have to come back, it's going to be 100% better, isn't it? Freedom. You are free now to say what you want to say, how you want to say it. Nah, all of this casting spell stuff, yeah, you need to understand what goes around comes around. You see the eagle coming down to catch his prey? The eagle can't stay up there in the air. He must have to come down and rest his wings in it so he can fly back up. You lot have been in the air for too long, you know, doing all of this crazy air shit. We've been in the air for too long, not looking into ourselves and saying to ourselves truly and honestly, look, yeah, there's a little happiness eating inside of me. Every time I get excited or happy, they say, shut your ass up. You're not allowed to be happy. And that's wrong. That's wrong. You have the freedom to be happy. Look where it did fall out. Look where it could have fell out anywhere. It could have fell out anywhere. It could have fell out anywhere to the world. You get it? Now, I mean, rapists can't come out and say, yeah, I'm a rapist, you know. But imagine if they could. People would just give them a wide berth, innit? I'm telling you, it's a heavy burden carrying things inside of yourself that you can't express the truth to. It dims their happiness, and you can see them carrying it. And eventually people just walk far from them. And eventually people just walk far from them because them seems shady. Yeah. It could have fell out anywhere. And this is what I'm trying to say to people. Trust in the magic, because we can explain it as magic, in it. They're basic words, magic. Trust in it. Trust in what you don't see. Trust in yourself. You saw me on camera ask with my lighter, and then come and say, Ina, my coaches, look down this one. And I did find the lighter for true. Because I was uncertain about where it was. I didn't use it just now. Couldn't find it. Trust in your little voice. You have the freedom to do so. Trust in the magic. The magic is your little. All you hear when you hear the angel of happiness said to me to tell you. See, when you hear that voice tell you you don't deserve happiness, tell them to move on. Where look like. Trust the great mystery. Say, Marissa, do I deserve happiness? And then you say, okay, we'll look at your actions. Do you deserve happiness? Do you? Do you? You're not out here hurting people or doing any of them stuff. So yeah, breathe with your heart. Breathe with your heart and weigh your own self with your own heart and say to yourself, well, I've got 10%. I've got 10% happiness hater. I don't like that. Have patience with yourself. Oh, it's not working. It's not working. Brr. That is the happiness hater there. Kick it down. Say, word, brother. Get me 13. That's 18, 9. Turn that up and down. It's a 6, isn't it? You know how we do it 1 to 8, bro. 9 is just another symbol, isn't it? So you could add the 0. Let me explain something to you, man. Tell that happiness hater to move. Move. I'm not even putting patience there. It says, no, don't put it there. Don't put it there. We're going to put flow there. Because we've got to let it flow now. We don't want no blockages, no patience for that. Our imagination has to flow. You have no time for patience, you know. Sometimes you're sitting there and people chatting to you, your imagination start wonder. You're sitting there, you're meant to be doing something, reading, or your imagination start wonder when you start talking all kinds of stuff and you watch back the video. You're like, your imagination is under fire, in it, but we bring it back because we have to flow, right? Love, everything has to flow. No. So now what we've got for intuition. What we're going to draw for intuition. Let me see it now. All right, let me split the deck. Pussy. Pussy's there. Yeah, you find it. That's a good. Have a game for your conjures. Miracles, bitch. Miracles, bitch. Tell them shut their ass up, man. Shut your ass up. It's all energy, family, read the shit. Chaos. We bring the chaos, bitch. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Oh no, fights out. You about to punch your lights out. What does that get the fuck? But miracles gonna be happening. Wisdom, you see it. You see it. Continue to search inside of yourself, done. You made it, bro. You made it so far. We don't need patience again. You made it so far, you're gonna find sanctuary. I'm telling you, intuition, bro. So how do you do that? Intuition, bro. Intuition, bro. I have to have patience with myself. You get me? I heard that. Son. Telling you, bro. It still was telling me to say, yeah, man. First of all, your house shouldn't even be more than 1 hour away from being spring clean this year. So, in the real life, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do the first 5 then. In the real life, they said, no, don't worry about washing your face. Don't worry about none of that, bro. You got messages, you get me? Clear the space, clear the clutter. So sometimes when it's like clear the clutter, it's like, all right, always have a space that When we say jump, you can just jump into it. You see, always have a little side put down so you can say, okay, I don't have to do all of these backflips just to come and do a reading. You get me? So when it says clear out the clutter, sometimes you're thinking big like, oh, shall I throw away some furniture? No, just put down a little side piece, free up dust in that way, you can do a little reading. More time, you see me? I really said no, not too much effort for me, please. They know what time it is for me. Remember, I had my first time when I was 13. Effort is a lot. Survival, number one. So survival, decide, yeah. Decide to move forward, right? Decide to look inside of yourself and say to yourself, wow, man's got to let go, you know. Man needs to go and search and see what the actual world has to offer. You get me? Take more trips, bro. Take more trips, bro. Oh, I got the children. Take more trips with the children, man. You chose to have them, man. What are you gonna do? Keep them cooped up, bro? You can't tell me. Imagine 13 and my son's like seen nearly all of these beaches, bro. Yeah, but I took him there any opportunity that I had to move from ends. Man went and took that, bro. Man made decisions in it. Man made decisions. His eyes need to see as far as he can see, bro. You can see, yeah, what that's water. That's water, son. Can you touch it? Go touch the water. Yeah, run away. Get it. Or to when the other one come and go, just to show them, innit? Yeah, that's the end of the earth, brother. Yeah, it's our end, bro. That's the end of the earth, bro. Seaside, you get me? Norfolk and them, yeah, they got to see the ocean, they got to see the sky, so their eyes can see far, so they can let go of that trap mentality. See, look at there. Can't look there. You can't even. That's number two. Intimate relationships. You get me? Intimate relationships. So when you start talking about my children, you get me? That's an intimate relationship. There, you get it. And we're wild. I taught them how to be wild, bro. I taught them, yeah, fend for yourself, bro. Don't listen to the lies, bro. Know when people are lying to you, bro. Know inside yourself when you shouldn't be doing that. Say to them, bro, if you can't talk about it, then technically you shouldn't be doing it, innit? Let that go, bro. Let that go. There's secrets, nah, bro. If you can't talk about it, let it go, bro. Because 9 times out of 10, it's not going to end well for you, bro. Nah, give that. Let it go and give it a wide berth, man. Give that a wide space, yeah? Self worth. Give yourself space, bro. Give yourself space and let go of stuff. Yeah, don't be that lone cloud no more. Don't be that lone cloud no more, man. Don't be no expanse. Ah, self catering, self care, self catering, same thing, bro. Same thing, bro. Heal past patterns. You get me? Expansive. May you connect to the whole. Connect to your whole self, bro. Connect to your whole self, bro. I'm high and it's early, so don't worry about these cards and shit. Have hope, man. Move forward and have hope. May the horizon always sustain you. Keep looking forward, bro. Keep looking forward. You don't want to turn to a pillar of salt. You get me? You got the freedom to have hope, bro. Have hope. Believe in yourself, man. You know, oh, I don't know if I can make it. Fuck it. If you die, you die, innit? Yeah. You try and go build a life in a different country, you die, you fucking die, innit? Fuck. Still bless you, right there, bro. Move forward. Move forward, innit? Let it go. May you feel deeply and transcend. Change that mentality, bro. Change. Flex off, bro. Say, yeah, let me spread my wings. I'm an eagle, bitch. You can't stop me. This is what happens when you drink hot chocolate and water in the morning, you know. Go on your journey, bro. You get me? So that's your imagination now. That was your imagination, done. And now intuition. Go on your journey. See it. You see it? This one was here. Do you see it? And your earth card is released, bro. Do you see it, done? Do you see it, Bersley? Yeah, see what? See what? Do you see that you can move forward, ready? Hmm. Whatever you're thinking, this and that is true. Yeah. Whatever that was closer to thinking. Telling me to tell y'all to use your mind wisely. Telling me to tell y'all to use your mind wisely. On YouTube that you can watch if you want to. And then we got all of this stuff that you want to watch, but it's not there. Be playful with yourself. Create it, innit? Create what you want to see, bruh. You create what you want to see. Maybe someone will follow you, do it better. They pop off and you're like, yeah, that was my idea. But it doesn't really matter, innit? Because your idea popped off, brother. Even if it didn't pop off for you. Uh, the life, come on. It's a life, though. But just use your mind wisely. Yeah. I use my mind so wisely. I found my happiness hater. Yeah, I'm still distressed about it. I'm going toilet. Think about that, man. Use your mind wisely. Where's your happiness hater? Find it and rock it out there. Oh, yeah, I had to got chocolate. But, look, bro, it's distressing for me. Imagine locating imagine every time you feel happy, yeah, inside of yourself, there's a little voice saying, you know, I have to be happy, man. That's up, man. You know, they're gonna come and fuck with shit. Then Barry's Hammond comes. Someone's bound to try and come and spoil their show. Oh no, oh no, you know, the fuck's going on? But all I was doing is smoking something and being happy. Oh, yeah, that happiness flavor, bro. Damn. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It is deep. It is deep. You thinking about it, good man. Think about it in deep, 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 deep lesbians, like deep levels of wow. So what am I meant to do, Dan? Decide. Decide to just get wild with it and say, I don't want to be a happiness hater. I want to be that, yeah. I want to be the one that's going to use my mind wisely, you get me, and be playful with it. Like I told you, I was in here, but saying up like, rah. And then I realized, yeah, oh, I actually like it when people fuck with me. This is mad. It's mad, it's mad, it's mad, it's mad, it's mad. Get me. But in order for you to let go, yeah, you have to really search inside yourself, bruh. You gotta acknowledge to yourself, like, bruh, I like it when people fuck with me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Why? Because I'm a war goat, bruh. I'm a war goat. Yeah, why are you a war goat? I don't know. That's just how I was made, isn't it? But do I want to change it? Yeah, I want to change it. You get me? I want to change it. I don't want to be so black. The abundant universe will provide the only reason why. And look what it said underneath it. Look, watch and wait. You get me? And then again, there is always enough. You get me? You couldn't go 4 or 3 cards back in it. When you got that little happiness here, I told you it stems from that. It says use your mind wisely. Okay, so this is how I've been using my mind wisely while I burn ganja. You get me, yeah? So I got playful with the thing. You get me? Playing with myself was not like that, bro. I played with my mind intellectually, yeah, a little bit. And then I said to myself, so realistically, yeah, where does happiness hating come from? Where does it actually come from? It comes from my lack mentality. It comes from my I want that mentality. It comes from jealousy. And jealousy is just the emotion that everybody has, you know, it's a little spirit that everybody has. It follows people around like a bad smell. When you smell jealousy, you're like, oh, I'm jealous. Okay, well, why am I jealous? Because I don't have what that person has. Or I got what that person has, but it looks better on them than me. Cool. Some people got no back. I'm talking about no back, fat back, none. And they could buy the same dress as me, and I've got like small back here, but then you got my girl now, and I'm like, no, look at my girl though. The dress looks bang. You get me? That's jealousy in a form where you acknowledge something here, but you're not jealous in it. You're like, right, it actually does look better on her because she's got a back in it. And that's the honest, the truth. It's the truth. You gotta trust in yourself. Be like, yeah. But then you got haters with no back, flat chest, talking shit about this girl. And in your mind, and you're part of that group, they're your brethren that's talking shit about this girl. But that she looks sexy, bro. And you can't say that out loud to these bitches that just crucify you, bro. Mm, mm, mm. You're like, would the universe provide me with a bottom? You get me? The universe just said, watch your weight, brother, watch your weight, brother. Depends how you want to get that ass. Yeah, it depends how you want to get that ass. I'm like, no, does it involve having children? The universe says, Mike, I might just keep my flat batty, you know. I'm good with the flat batty, yeah, because you don't know how she got her back like that. You don't know she's been eating Twinkies. You don't know she eats hard food. You don't know she goes gym. You don't know what the hell she does, but you know that she is buff, bruv. Mm, you can't help yourself. Other women don't like to say that shit, innit? Other women don't like to look at other women and be like, nah, she's sexy, you know. Damn, bro. You could all have the same outfit on, and she wears it better than us, yeah? You can't say that to the women that are talking shit about that bitch. Oh no. Because let me tell you something, there's always enough of that dress to go around, you know. You can 5, 6 women could wear that dress, you know. But I'm telling you, only the universe provides, boy, because he provided that woman with a lot of ass. I'm sorry. I got issues on this. If I was in America, I would work in the strip club behind the bar, serving drinks, dashing drinks on the floor because I'm like, look how much she's doing. But listen, in real life, yeah, that's just in my imagination because in real life they're naked, and I'm like, oh my god, is that a whole pom pom though? Oh Jesus, I couldn't handle it. I could not handle it. I couldn't. But in my imagination, they have nice, sexy outfits, and they're not tearing out their front like that. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna be yeah, don't regurgitate on yourself, ever. Yeah, the thought of them doing them things there, you know, really just because in your mind, in England, yeah, because if obviously if you're in America watching this, yeah, in England, in our mind they got like nice little outfits on, they're all covered up in it. But when you watch it on TV now, and in like the hood movies, you're like, wow, wow, like the hood movies, yeah, not the nice ones that the hood, the hood movies done. They're like, this is the real strip club. I'm like, no way. Wow. Yeah, so wow. Yeah, so sorry. Sorry, man, then. What do you guys? Is that not for real though? Because it's like, whoa, porn has come to life, oh, and I can smell it on the air. Yeah, so, boy, calm down, brother, calm down. Time to collaborate. Well, I've got some American relatives in it, so obviously, yeah, I would have some ancestors that have passed away outside there or inside America, whatever you want to call it, innit? Discipline and purpose. So the purpose of this was to have self-discipline, have a little discipline in oneself. You know, we're going to do the rundown because boom, that's how we did it. Have a little discipline in oneself, innit? I'm gonna do something new as well with this rundown. Get me? Have a little discipline in oneself. So that means staying focused. And you see what happens when you think about hosts? You lose focus, brother. You lose focus. So I didn't mean that. I didn't mean it, but you lot with me doing your bottom thing. It's making man lose bare focus on that, bro. Healing. So this is another thing. See, there's a man them out there that just gets drawn in by the. I get drawn into gang. Like it's just hypnotizing there. They want to call it the Jezebel spirit. I'm like, bro, call it whatever you want. But when she makes her bottom move like that, yeah, it's a madness still. It's a madness still. You start going home and trying to, yeah, you ain't even got no bottom, bro. Stop all of that foolishness. So this is what we're doing. We're gonna. It's a them us. The then me us situation, you get me? Then we're gonna close it, look at the last four cards, then me us situation, yeah. So with the then me us situation I worked out a new thing, you get me? You're gonna see it, get me? Like you get a little good shuffle on it, you get me? So if you've made it so far, oh what one. If you've made it so far, thank you for watching, innit? Thank you. You get me? You wanna heal yourself, innit? You're like, yeah, let me heal myself, bro. All right. So this is what we do, yeah, right? So it's me, us, me, you get me, them. So they're in reverse, you get me? So whatever, when you're packing up, this is what I like to do, you get me? A little us, me, them reading, little free card thing, us. So them, me, us, you get me? So whatever comes out in reverse, you see, okay, what's in reverse for them in it? Whatever comes out, you can't see it, then that's them in it. So I know them cards are in reverse, in it. This card's in reverse. That's forward. You get me? Why do you do it like this? Well, the reason why I did it like this here is because sometimes you're like your intuition and your spirit says, okay, this is what you do, rare. And then you just start doing what you need to do, innit? Follow your intuition, innit? Follow your guidance, innit? Then your guidance and your intuition will tell you exactly what you need to do, why you need to do it. The reason why we do this here is to say, okay, so where is them? Where is we? Where is us in it? So this is us as a collective, like to say, okay, all of us, light workers, energy workers, whatever you want to call yourself, this is them, all of the opposing forces, whatever they are, you get me? Spirit form, whatever, and this is me, you get me? So on top of this here is happiness. I am happy to do this. I'm happy to be in myself. I'm happy to be in my power. I'm happy to be able to say like this is me in it. A lot of us do this behind closed doors and that. A lot of us are like, oh, scared or I don't know this. But for me, I got called. It said do this. I said, all right, done. Most I said, listen. I said, all right, most you get me. So sometimes if it comes easy, it comes easy. If it comes hard, it comes hard. It depends what it is that comes easy. It depends what the repercussions and the so forth comes with it, innit? Like most of the time, if you say this or that, yeah, it's not from the Most High, innit? The Most High just gives, bro. Like just gives. There's no attachment to it. So if there's attachments to some of the things that you're getting there, like you can transcend if you do this. No. Keep that, because the Most High says no, innit? I can transcend if I listen to the Most High. So their change, yeah, they their change is just in reverse, in it, like it's just done in it. Like change for them is they continue to prove in themselves, in it. They continue to prove themselves that they're just Valkyries, in it. They just need freeing from their form, bro. They yeah, they're uncomfortable now because they realize, okay, yeah, you know what time it is. They didn't ask the Most High for help. They lack discipline in their approach to certain things. They was told in it though. Their journey's been cut short, so there's no moving forward. Their 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 world is just like it's not expanding again, is it? It's not expanding again. This is in the wrong spiral. No, yeah, that's in the wrong pile. Because you see, these ones are upside down in it, so they can't let go. They can't let go of what they're doing. Why? Because it was bliss for them. It was bliss for them to cause other people's pain. And remember, this is them now, isn't it? This is all of the outside forces. This is where the implantations come from. So what implanted the feelings of doubt inside of yourself? Those family members, those friendships, that all of those early relationships, those early intimate relationships, because that's what we started on. Survival and how you say who you are to others, imagination and intuition. So that's what whatever outside force has been, this is what it's been attacking. It's been attacking all of these attacking. It's been attacking all of these things inside of ourselves. That's even left residue or left implants inside of ourselves. That when we do have any type of happy thoughts, it activates this chip into releasing some form of hormone or whatever it is to say you're not worth it. But now they're feeling the brunt of that. Their bliss is in reverse. They can't let go. Anything that was made for us is now, get me, they're wearing it. It has to fit them now. And their bliss is in reverse. Well, that's not my problem, innit? So you see how they take little wild animals and cage them and put them in the zoo and watch them and make money off of them. Well, so it be in it. So it be for one, so it be for the other. I can't do that, my man, my lady, entities. You can't really be doing that, innit? Once he's been caged. Yeah, silence for you, bro. You caged up things and now you're gonna be caged. The new beginnings are in reverse. I do this here just so to, because it's evidence, in it. Because we all know this is the local energy around them. This is what's going on around them. I told you the air around them is strangling them. The very air, the very air said no. The very wind don't even want to pass them too tough. No new beginning. And this is not me. This is what the universe is saying. We ask the universe, when is their prayers going to be answered? Use your intuition, have patience, and follow your dreams. And they always have prayer. Not grateful. How can you not be grateful with the amount of resources that you have? And you're not grateful for that. You still want more. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Their power is in reverse. They don't have no power no more. See the little voice inside me there just went off again. Oh, get me down. So obviously there's a little implant in there, isn't it? So the minute you get a little happiness, there it goes again. It's attached to something inside of your brain. It's attached to something inside of your body that just won't let go. But you know that the universe is saying, just relax, innit? No certainty. And what this certainty is, yeah, they were certain of their fate all along. They've always been certain of it. The only certainty that they was meant to have was being certain that we wouldn't find out. We wouldn't find out about all of this fuck shit. We wouldn't become aware of all of that. How can listen? Yeah, I've got a locks here. My locks is nice, isn't it? But how can me personally, me myself, watch these people put on their wigs with their guts to be glue and that? To the point where I'm like, rah, I want to put on my wig. I want to put on a wig. I want to do this. It comes from a lack mentality. How can I not see my own hair as better than that wig, bruv? A lack mentality. You got to look at yourself and say to yourself, "Wow, I'm grateful. Mm, I'm grateful. I'm grateful." But they were certain these are the things that are sold and pushed on people, and people don't see beauty in their own self. It's mad. It's mad. It's mad. But I fell victim to it myself. I fell victim to it myself, and I was like, "Wow." But because I saw myself in my life with purpose. I said, no, brother, my hair has to stay. I like it still. All of that glue. And then when you look at it all nice, but you see all of the 20 years later, The air side in your mouth can't grow against the skin. It feels all bleh. That was the whole purpose in the first place. But now their purpose is in reverse. So they knew what they was doing and they did it on purpose. All of that purity. They took away people's purity. Took away good hair cream and all of these things and sell people rubbish. I'm sorry, YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe, yeah? In reverse, brother. Well, the machine just wants to live, don't give a fuck about nobody else, just wants to keep going. It will forsake its master, it just wants to keep going. And this is what shit don't realize. Like, guess what? Their power is in reverse, their purity is in reverse. Yeah, all of these studies just keep on confirming what's going on. Because guess what? We're animals that need confirmation. We need it from birth. We need confirmation. Their joy is in reverse. You just need confirmation. Everybody looks back to somebody to make sure that they're doing the right thing. Honestly, that is just how life works. Their joy is in reverse because they always knew that what would happen if they continued down the road that they continued down. If everybody's going to be horrible, people won't trust them, you get me? And no one ain't going to give you the space to hurt them again because that's not nice. Prosperity in reverse, I told you. But this is just me. Well, I don't need to take long on this one. So happiness is my base, you know that magic, you know what one for that one. Cooperate with spirit. So that's what I'm cool doing, cooperating with my spirit. I'm staying true to myself, my integrity by doing these readings. You know, I do it from love with my heart, you get me? You see me taking my deep breath, breathing from my heart, you see? So go on with yourselves, get me? I let it flow. Let it flow right through me, you get me? And I use my mind wisely because if you don't hide behind closed doors and do stuff, if you trust in your magic, you'll be able to do it in front of people. It's not a problem, innit? Trust the great mystery. I trusted in the mystery. I got the cards and I said, okay. I decided that, yeah, let me just navigate with purpose and go on with it. I looked deeper into it and I found my happiness hater in it. It was a miracle that I found the happiness hater inside myself. Rainbow, waterfall, and I love a rainbow, you know, and I love a waterfall, and it's both together. It's a miracle. Because now I know I got a happiness hater, and what is that? Number 4, bro? 1, 4, 3, and 1, Alpha and Omega. Finished, done there. One happiness hater, look it off. This is us now. Time for a beginner mind. Get me? And you find a little new calling, realize you got a little new power. Fuck it, run with that shit. You get it? Run with it. Use that. Go on, time for a beginner mind. Be there now. Be here now. That's it. Persist. May your ripples build waves. Make it build a whole swell, you get me? See the swell? You're far, far away, you know, causing little ripples, and this is how it's coming up on other people's shore. But they want to diminish you. Now you're moving forward. They say, no, forget that. I hope, look, every time you see beautiful, different, the sky was purple the other day, heavy clouds. That means storm, because there was a thunderstorm after. But one day, if you wake up and it's 9 o'clock in the morning and the sky's not there and the sky's all dark, you don't think about that. Every day you wake up with hope to see a new sky and a new sunshine. Mm. May the horizon always sustain you. Always look far. Seek answers within yourself. And this is what my whole point is. That happiness hater. Seek the answers within yourself. Do you always catching yourself talking shit about other people? It's fine. Don't worry about it because you can change that. It's not normal, but you can change it. Yeah. Some people don't know that it's not normal. I didn't know that it wasn't normal. I didn't like people talking shit about the people that I like behind their back. So I used to be a little snitch. Yeah, when I was a kid, I was a snitch. I used to run and talk shit to my dad and that. And talk to my dad that my dad used to talk shit about him. If I was a snitch, I didn't like it because I had awareness. You see it? We had awareness. The angel of awareness was with us, and we had the freedom to have free thoughts, innit? We was eagles. From a young age, we was eagles with the eagle spirit. We saw things from a higher perspective. We knew that, no, that's not right, because if you do that, someone's going to do that too. And I wouldn't like it if somebody did that. You get me? The many stars. Look at them, how many stars there are. many people that's talking shit about this ego, you know, the ego's just like, fuck it, bro. I'm seeing things from a higher perspective, innit? You get me? See the little thing down there? The ego's cut into that thing down there, you know. So, you know, they're talking shit about us, you know. He said, yeah, they're talking shit about us, you know. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Wherever. And you think that they're not going to say nothing. Interpret things how you want to interpret things. This is us. We need to start interpreting things, seeing what's not there. Looking inside of ourselves and saying, bam, I've got a little happiness hate inside, and I need to get rid of that still. Take the lead within yourself. This is what we need to do, guys. Take the lead within ourselves and be like, yeah, let's dead that still. Get me? Know your worth. If you're always coming from a point of lack or thinking of I don't have, that's the happiness hate inside yourself, and it causes you to do fucked up shit. Like there's some bullshit that's for like little pennies and that. Know your worth. Know what your worth is. Know that you'd rather starve in the gutter, bro. I'd rather starve in the gutter than fucking sell out myself for some fucking small chump change and I feel like shit and I can't even get what I really wanted to get in the first place. No, ban that, bro. Think about it, innit? Because the moment you make that decision to starve in the gutter and actually walk to the gutter and sit there and be like, nah, fuck you, bro, the Most High's going to be like, yeah, that's what I thought. No, I talk to the Most High. Listen, if Lot had this, bro, if Lot was here to talk to us now, what would Lot say? Lot would say, listen, you didn't get the story all along. They was chatting to each other behind my back, bruv. They was having the whole conversation saying, what? Look, he's not going to give up. Yeah, he's going to give up. You know, he's not going to give up. No, have that conversation with the Most High. Talk to them both and be like, listen, I don't like this game, bruv. I don't think I should be part of your game. I'm not feeling it, bruv. Know your worth. So now Most High, are you actually, so you're actually both chatting behind my back? For real. This is what Lot was trying to say to us, bruh. Don't ever think that you're above any. Don't ever think that you're above anything, bro. Get the crack the code, yeah, bitch, crack the code. No, what you two motherfuckers. Yeah, you heard the noise there. Having a big old conversation behind my back, you know. Know your worth. Understand that. When you can understand the conversation that was going on behind Lot's back, that's when you can know your worth. I'm not a piece of porn. Have the fucking courage, what I say. Oh, jeez. Have the courage to look at the Most High and that red tail motherfucker. We're like, are you not taking the piss out my life? No, I'm not lamenting, bruv. Look, no, I heard what Lot had to go through. No. Look, I don't need all of that in my life, Most High. Have the courage to look at the Most High and say, am I just a pawn in you two's game? That's not nice. No, you lot, no. Go and sulk. Yeah, go and sulk. Have your sulk. Nah, that's when you can lament. Look them in the eye, straight up. Look them in. They lack gratitude. See, they lack gratitude, but they stay to listen though. They stay to listen though. You don't call these in reverse. Told you. They stay to listen though. You see it. You see it. I was gonna turn it, but no. It was telling me something. Interruption. They stay to listen though. Can't bear to hear, but has to stay to listen to be nosy. That's why you have to move forward. Walls have ears in there, trees have ears, everything have ears, but them ungrateful, but them still listen to yeah, yeah. See, watch your words, see, have courage. But you see, when you dare have that conversation there with them, you have to watch your words, you know. All kinds of protection have to be upon you, yeah. All types of upset and angriness, but you have to speak your truth. Be unstoppable. You have to speak your truth. Yeah, see? You have to communicate well. Watch your words. Communicate well. You see me shuffle it up in this. Try it. This and that is true. We'll be playful. You have to be playful with the team, man. You have to be playful with the team. If you're not, you're just gonna give yourself upset, cause yourself all kinds of headache, and then just be like, who's? No, man. You have to be playful with it. If you're not playful with it, end up upset yourself. And this is just how you tidy up all back. In reality, in life, I don't see like sometimes you have to be taught how to do things, isn't it? Sometimes you want to stretch yourself and just things and stuff, but you're like, oh, how do I start? What do I do? Well, just follow your intuition firstly. You get what you want to get, whether it's stones or whatever. This is how I like to do it, yeah? Put it in the middle, put it in the middle, put it in the middle. And just put them back, not them. Knock the energy out of it in it because we don't want no bad energy in it. So when we're closing it up now, I'll keep picking up the last card, you know, see, stretch. We place it on the decks now into the middle because you just want to close off the energy into the middle like that, into the middle, into the middle. Then you just close it out like that, cards are put back. Then you go east. Use your imaginations, guys. Use your imaginations. Use your imaginations. Heal the body in it. Imagine. You get me? This is your prayer, in it. You're praying to the universe to heal your body, heal your imagination, heal your mind, heal your spirit, all of these things. Heal your relationship with vitality, heal your intimate relationships. This is what you're praying for, in it, and your survival mode mentality. Heal your intimate relationships. This is what you're praying for, isn't it? And when you pray, you're using your imagination to heal things. When you're praying, you're using your imagination to heal things. So your self-worth patterns, how you say who you are to others, your imagination and your intuition. These are the things that you're healing in it. This is in your east. This is in your springtime. This is in your body. This is in your physical life. Get me? This is in yourself. Your patience, your time will come in it. So your time has come, to be fair. So this is that past spring, and this is this past summer, because we're not doing next year yet. We're just doing this year. Your time will come. So your time has come. This is the summer. So in the summertime past gone. This is what your time has come. You're beginning to be stretched. And all of the 7 things that we put it in the description box. So all of the 7 things that we started off with, this is what, in the end, this is what your year has been. That's what your year has been. Dreams, in it. So we're in it. So we're in the West now. Autumn time. This is the universe right now. It's answering your dreams. It's answering your prayers. It's being courageous. It's hearing what your soul is saying. It's coming with sensitivity. The South is intuition. So it was in the summertime, your intuition and your spirit was enlightened. In the spring, your body said, okay, physical life, you want to release things. The summer said, okay, intuition says, stretch, your time will come. Now it's saying decode your night visions. This is the autumn. It's saying your soul, you're becoming more sensitive to what's coming in the winter months. You've already started a process because obviously you're ready to release. You've listened so far. Let's go over to the here. And rest now, intuition, align. See, you know what to do. So coming into the winter now, you know what to do. Heal, take time out, even if you just have to say to yourself, well, I'm gonna have to get a bit high so I can work out stuff. Use every opportunity. Mm. I'm telling you now, sometimes in my highest moments, I'll be called this stuff, and I was like, okay, so this is how things affect your body. Yeah, yeah. Weird, innit? So the motive was to stay alive. Doesn't matter what it is, the motive was to stay alive and continue the cycle. But new cycles have to come alive, new things have to arise, old things have to die out. Endings are here now. And all endings mean is just new beginnings. That's it. You let your intuition guide you. If you watch it so far, like, share, and subscribe. That's all we have to say. We're dealing with releasing that inner voice that keeps telling you that you ain't shit. Release that motherfucker. See it as a chip. Say we're gonna pass this out in our shit, bro. Yeah, don't even look back in the day before it neither. Mm-mm. It's no when you did that doo-doo day, you're like, yeah, I must have passed it out. Yeah, you did. And every time after that, you got more pass it out, coming like it wanna grow back. But let me explain to you guys, you can always heal. You can always change. It doesn't matter if you've murdered bare people. It doesn't matter what you've done in your life. It doesn't matter if you're a rapist. It really doesn't matter. You can always change. You can always say to yourself, okay, I know what I done in it. Maybe I can't tell people what I done. And that's a burden you're going to have to live within it. But in order for you to live, if you really don't like what you done, just don't do it again, innit? That's what repentance is. Repentance is really just not doing it again, bro. And that's it, innit? I don't talk to people that feel like they're already healed, innit? They're not ready to, innit? And I mean, just because like it's not all gonna go away, innit? Just accept it, innit? You're if you're aggy like me, yeah, and you're just a born war goat, and that don't like terrorization, you get me? Don't like the feeling of people causing you harm or loss. The moment that even harm or loss in your mental health, the moment you start to feel afflicted in that type of way, you react to it. Don't react in anger. React in understanding, isn't it? So thank you, spiritual belt. Uh, as much as you want to get aggy, use that agginess to really hone in on really what is going on. Breathe from your heart. And all really that is going on is someone is trying to destroy your happiness, trying to cause you harm or loss in the happiness department. And your intuition is so blayed out. It's just blayed out. I don't even know what that word is yet, but it's so blayed out because everything we store up, we can't release from cartoons. You can't even watch a cartoon without thinking to yourself, I can't stand this bitch. Linda from Bob's Burgers upsets me. I can't even, anyway, there's certain things like I can't watch, can't really this, but I need to release that, you see it? I really look into it. Why does it bother you? Because she's just a happiness hater. And use your intuition, live more to yourself and say to yourself, what really is pissing me off about the situation? Someone's causing your happiness harm and loss. That is it. Once you work that out, it is not easier, but you get an understanding of what is going on, and that's what makes it easier. Yeah. Then now you got to work out, how do I feel like I want to punch up this person, that pull out their teeth with pliers and that. Yeah, like, let's do a madness in it. All because they're destroying your happiness. And then you got to work out because even that causes stress and tension in the body. Stression. Yeah. It causes a lot of upset and aggravation in the body because now your body's planning to do evil things that it can't even get to do. Can't it lazy? And it don't drive. And it don't like drive. There's people out there with the means that actually do it, yeah. And you're like, why do I do these things to people? It's because they're destroying your happiness, Don. Yeah. And good on you if you can find the means to do it. But I hope you're doing it to people that really deserve it, you get me? Yeah, I know it went to a left position, yeah, right, but let's get it back on the right. That's just me releasing my imagination from the start of the year, the Easter mode, innit? And I did pray to the Most High. I said, Most High, I don't want to have these thoughts, you know. But yeah, admit it to yourself, innit? You have thoughts of ripping off people's toenails, innit? But you gotta get to the why. The why. When you're too high to get to the why, your intuition is blade, bruv. It's blade. You don't even know what I want for yourself. Anyway, I'm going, guys, because yeah, it's time for me to go. I told you the oracle only speaks when the oracle has something to say. But what I'm telling you is, yeah, blade, brother. Once you work out their whole purpose, sending man to prison, destroy your happiness, innit? It's turning your whole family against you. Destroy your happiness, innit? And if you gotten this far, yeah, well, I did say by ages ago, but listen there, this is an important factor. No one can't turn your whole family against you. They didn't like you in the first place, bro. Yeah. Get to and then you've got to release it. You have to release it, bro. You gotta accept these things. Anyway, let's put one last card, bro. One last card. You have to acknowledge these things. They didn't like you in the first place. Let it flow in it. Look inside yourself and say, I don't want to be that guy in it. I don't want to be that guy, bro. I don't want to be that guy. See? I want to be that guy that just looks into myself and says, all right, you get me? I'm flexible. I'm flexible, you get me? And on that note, we're going to transmute all of that energy and say, okay, Most High, let's keep our hands to ourselves and let's make sure other people keep their hands to themselves. In reality, we don't like that, the kind of treatment there. They say to the Most High, thank you for being here. Thank you for giving us the abilities to be able to do these readings. Thank you for giving us the equipment for being able to do these readings, you get me? Transmute all of the energy, east, south, no, east, south, west, north. And just ask for the healing energy. Heal it, send it up to the Most High. And it says, thank you, safe boss, in all realities of the world. All we can do is just ask for healing energy in it, healing vibration, healing sound, love, mostly love. Take it out. Get me. Beautiful. But yeah, guys, find that happiness hater inside of you and tell it to get out, bro. We've got things to do. In a bit, y'all.